Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. Pistol Pete ready to start firing those pistols for the battle we have in store. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. Just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback adapted. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will...
Makes the catch at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Huge play. Puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got the quick pass. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A low-line drive and not his best work. And the returner will be brought down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. A 3rd and long coming up here. He's not afraid to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And he's brought down after a nice game. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. He'll just keep slinging it. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. And he's got a touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The running back has it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Quickly to the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Cowboys have this offense rolling. Off play action on first down. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Those play action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Smith dropping to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Now on 1st down after that completion. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. What a job to lay out and make the catch. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He looks that one in nicely. And it'll be a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other...
And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And he's dragged down.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Moving out of the pocket. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. He's going to pass. Release to the back. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Got a man. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The snap sets up the throw. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
The Cowboys decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Throws to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Pope. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Cowboys! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Skips away from pressure. Got his man downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the ball slipped out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. On first down, here comes this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down here for the offense. Give to the back. Still running at the 40.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. How about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Smith wants to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks awful. So unlike this program. They're trailing by 14.
Wide open, he makes the catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how...
Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Young. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it! Into the end zone for a touchdown. Now they have extended this lead, guys. Starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is... And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
The third down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another third down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Got Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's loose. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. All the way in for the touchdown.
How about the day for this young player? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. First down to start the drive after the break. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Polk. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Getting some heat. Got his man down the middle. And he's still running after the move. Off he goes. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboy. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Going with the ground game left. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one first snap off before the 2-minute warning. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzz.
Oh, look out, there he goes. Obliterates him, still on the move. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Now on 1st down from the 30. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Bulls his way forward.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalries